So yesterday was Thursday, September 5th, and that was actually the first game of the Niffle season. It was the Baltimore Ravens with Lamar Jackson and the Kansas City Chiefs with Patrick Mahomes. Okay, and as we know, the Chiefs end up winning just slightly. I wanted the Ravens to win, but I love me some Lamar Jackson. I don't know what it is about that man, but he be moving, he be doing it. But then you got Patrick Mahomes, you gotta give him his credit because he just be doing these kind of crazy throws, but he be making it. So whatever. I'm not a huge football fan. I'm more of an MMA person anyway, so I don't care either way. I was actually just scrolling through the Instagrams and the Twitters, and I happened to see on Twitter that Boycott the Niffle was trending. I said, trending? What happened? Did I miss something? Okay, I was like, I know I took a shower before the game ended, but like, did I miss something? What's going on? So they were upset because, well, I'll just show you. Keep us So you had a nice, beautiful song that was being played, and right after this one, I think the lady may have had on Ravens. This lady had on Kansas, so she should have had the opposing team on, and she did the national anthem for America, right? So people were upset because she was doing this lady right here was doing the song. Both, mind you, both people that were singing were also black. But people were upset because they're like, oh, well, why are they over here doing this? This isn't right. They shouldn't be having this song. We're all Americans. We're all treated the exact same. Well, that's odd. But what's interesting is the main issue seems to be this. We're all Americans. We need to only play the national anthem. Okay, I know we're arguing over things like this. We need to be playing the national anthem because we're all Americans. We're all the same. We're one group of people. We're all treated the same way here. That's why we should all play the same thing. Otherwise, you're saying what? The national anthem is white? Yeah. Am I wrong about that? Because last time I checked, when you look at the disparities between black and white people, you got everyone else, of course, but black and white people, look, even with Asian people, they got a hate crime bill. Black people don't. I mean, I don't know, maybe I'm tripping. Is there a reason why we have to, if everyone's the same and everyone gets treated the exact same way, why is it that a Crown Act had to even be enacted because of discrimination on literally hair that grows out of my scalp? Straight hair with Asians, white people too, no issue. But kinky, coily, afros, dreads, locks, twists, all that was discriminated upon. Okay, that's interesting. When we make dark jokes, I don't see anyone talking about dark Indians because there's some Indians that are way darker than me. But we always want to say black people, usual suspects, even though we just had a mass shooting. By who? You know what I mean? So usual suspects, apparently all black people commit crime. We're the only group of people that commit crime. So cannibals and mass shooters and other people who committed crime, they don't count, right? They're individuals, right? Okay. So this seems to be police brutality, Sandra Bland or Tamir Rice. I mean, There's Count George Floyd's. They were minding their own business, whether you had a cigarette in your own car and a guy pulls you out because you didn't want to put out your cigarette, which you are legally not obligated to, in your own car. You're selling CDs, or you got CDs in your pocket, you got Skittles, you got Trayvon Martin, who had his hood up in his middle class area, in the area that he lived in, got shot and killed because of having a hood up. Please show me some where everybody else has to deal with these issues. Redlining, I mean, we go bring it back. Jim Crow, the segregation, the redlining. And it's one thing to separate people, but you separated people and made it unequal. So I guess, how are we the same and treated the same, but then we see stuff like this? You know, that doesn't seem to be the same group of people. There's a reason why we had a whites only and a colored only insert water fountain insert. You're going in the back of the bus. You're going in the back of the restaurant. Is there a reason why? Heck, we can even bring it to today. Viola Davis, for example, she was actually talking about how she's not getting paid as much. Same with Taraji P. Henson. Same thing with Monique as well, as the white person. And you have Viola, she was saying, I have careers that are like your Meryl Streeps. I have careers that are like your, what's her name from Halloween? Jamie Lee Curtis. And don't get me wrong, I enjoy all these people's work. But you can't ignore the pay difference. Okay, and don't even bring gender into it as well. You know, for males and females, what's the difference in pay? We know that there's a difference in pay. You know, so let's not pretend you had Flint, Michigan, a predominantly black area, and you have lead in the fucking water because you guys refused, because you could have, but you didn't want to refuse to do a preventative measure that would have made it so that this didn't happen. You have with Brett Favre taking the money. You had white and black. But he gets no prosecution for this because he has money and he's using it to go and I think it was his daughter's school to make a nice tennis court or whatever. But these are funds that could have helped with people's bills, their food, and all types of stuff. We don't have that. Why is it also that I was reading a story? I read like two like this, where a black woman, black couple, they're trying to go and get a house or whatever, get their house sold or whatever. They get it appraised, and let's say the number is 300 grand. And they're like, huh. Then they ask their white friends, hey, could you just pretend to be the owners? We're going to get someone else to appraise this house, and, decorate it, make it not look so ethnic. And the number's more like 400,000, 500,000 appraised. Well, how does that happen if it's the same house? So let's not pretend like y'all treat us the same. Okay? Because, and I was reading in the comments as well, and people made a good point about you have one white person in a group of black people. You're going to be welcomed in. Of course, we're talking about regular black folks and regular people. We're not talking about Rays. We're talking about just regular people. Okay. You're going to be brought in. Okay. It's going to be, hey, how you doing? Whatever. You're just a white person. Who cares? Okay. And we're just black people. Whatever. Okay. We're just people at the end of the day. As opposed to you have a room of white people and one black person. And I could speak from experience for both sides, okay? Because anytime there's been a one white person or maybe two white people, you were brought in. Hey, you want some food? Let's, shoot the ish, right? And I've been in rooms where at work and, just in public, do my own whatever, where I've been the only black person. And I've even had it in classes. I was in an AP government economics class in the 12th grade. In 12th grade. I was the only black person in this class. And they were talking about the whole Trayvon Martin thing and everything. And there was people, well, he shouldn't have been wearing a hood. And they were justifying his murder. And there was this one white girl, I will never forget her name, Lauren Doms. She was kind of like this kind of hippie, free-spirited white girl. And she was like, wait, hold up. You're saying a hood is why he should have died? Because if I would have said it, it would have been like, oh, here's a black person trying to, but because she was white, and I'm listening, and then they were like, well, I mean, she was like, wait, hold up, because he was wearing a hood at night in his neighborhood, he deserved death. And then everyone got quiet, like, well, I mean, because you were letting your racism show. Okay? Because had it been a white person that was brutalized by, let's keep the same George Zimmerman, let's keep him same Hispanic white dude. Okay? Had it been another white person, it would be like, oh, no, that ain't right. But because it was a black person with a hood, now it's different. But we're the same, right? We're all treated the exact same. I've had it where I went to this, it was kind of, this area is kind of country rural that I went into. And, it was like one of those kind of like a Roadhouse bar, but smaller. Okay. You could just tell by looking at it. The pizza was not good, hurt my stomach. But anyways, we went over there and, ordered a pizza, was sitting at the bar. The moment, and my hair was like out here. Okay. My hair was much bigger. Okay. I just took my twist out, so that's why it's much smaller. But my hair was like out here, so it was more noticeable. And I got in there, had to have been like 10 white people, like maybe 2 female, 3 female, something like that. I go in there and they all just stop what they doing. And they look at us like, and I'm looking at the camera. They looked at us like this, like, who are you? What you doing around here? They didn't say it, but their eyes said everything. Okay. And we're just like, and I felt so uncomfortable. I was like, but it wasn't just me that was there. I was there with my man. So, and he's big. So I was like, okay. I feel a little bit more okay, but still, you know what I mean? It's like freaking what, 10, 15 or whatever people versus me and him. So we sit down, we order the food. The waitress, she's fine. I didn't notice anything crazy or whatever from her. I didn't feel any negativity come from her. But everyone else, yes. It just, like, you could just feel it in the air. And then, me, I'm not much of a talker, believe it or not. I'm not much of a talker to random people I don't know. But he is. And, he was just like talking. He was like, I don't know, maybe sports or something, something to break the ice. And then the guy opened up. He then opened up. Now, was it a lot? No. But he did open up to where he kind of realized, wait, why am I feeling this negative vibe from these people and they haven't done anything, but they're being nice. And then they, just wanted to start talking more and talking more. And it was, they were getting more relaxed. This person and the person that they were with were getting more relaxed, was like, okay. And I started feeling more relaxed. But why is it that 2 black people walk into a room full of white folks and immediately we get these looks like you don't belong here, And even throughout that night, we were only there for like 30 minutes. But even throughout that, I'm looking around and I could see like, I could see when you're looking at me. Okay. I look over and I see like get out of here. Like we just spit in your food or something. You know what I mean? But I don't recall ever seeing that vice versa, because even in my family, we have, certain cousins, they did the mixing and matching, be white girls coming over. And we would just be like, we'll greet them. Hey, you want some food? Hey, hi. And they'll be like, oh, hey, yada, yada, yada. Now, granted, these were your different, quote unquote, different kinds of people where they were just more okay and comfortable being around black people anyway. So that made it better. Okay. But still, you know what I mean? It's like, why is it that you guys are all saying, getting back to it, why are you guys saying that there's no, like, you make it seem like there's no racism. Y'all make it seem like y'all not hating, y'all not mad at us for whatever the reason is, because you got people who just for existing, you're bothered by it. You're bothered by me just existing. And then you try to do some kind of reverse racism kind of thing, which isn't there. But I wanted to go through some tweets that I saw. And this one that I saw here, and it says, boycott the NFL is the niffle is trending. For snowflakes who complain about cancel culture, they sure do the most canceling. And that's also another thing. What are we boycotting? For what? Man, because y'all played the song. Okay, well, burn all your jerseys. Don't watch. Y'all don't like the black folks, but y'all watch them. That doesn't make any sense. If I don't like you, I'm not going to watch anything you do. Okay? So, why am I watching what's going on if I don't like you? Think about it. It reminds me of the Club Shay Shay interview with Cat Williams. He said, if I don't like you, I don't want to see anything you're doing. So why are y'all so all up in everyone else's stuff? Oh man, but there's white people. Yeah, but it's primarily black. Go watch hockey or something like that. Why would you watch something where it's primarily black if you don't like it? Why would you listen to music that's Michael Jackson, freaking king of pop, for crying out loud? Prince. But y'all didn't listen to the music. Okay, sure. And then here's another one. I think I'm gonna give you, let me see. Okay. It says Boycott the NFL is trending because the Black National Anthem was played before the game last night. The problem here is that half of Americans care more about an inanimate object than the struggle of a group of people who have been treated like cattle for 250 years. I'm actually gonna give you a follow. Did I follow you? Yeah, I'm give you a follow too. All right. Anyways, but yeah, that's the thing. People don't like the idea of it. Oh, I don't like that you played the song. Okay, well, forget the song. Let's actually address black issues. I don't want to hear that. Well, I mean, you obviously care. Nah, I don't want to hear that. So that's how it is. You know what I mean? If people are saying, well, then here you go. And this is just how it has been. It's just been this cycle. What about the Asian national anthem? Well, what about this one? What about this one? When was the last time you guys had redlining and busing and burnt down your Tulsas? You burnt down your Tulsas, your Black Wall Streets, Oscarville, which many people don't even know what that is to today. When was the last time they did that with Asian people in America? And what is the prevalence for violence against black people and everybody else? Okay, let's keep going. And this boycott the NFL for playing the Black National Anthem. There is only one national anthem. The actual national anthem is for all Americans, even though we're not all treated the same. So why should we all listen to it? Same thing where it was the Pledge of Allegiance, where people were like, I'm good. Oh God, you're talking about, I don't want my kid doing that in school at all. So I'm just not going to do it. And then they're getting in trouble because they didn't do it. Well, why? Y'all don't treat us the same, and not everyone believes in the same God. So think about it, And also someone's mentioned in the last one, they're talking about, oh, well, what about the Asian? How many Asian people are in the NFL? How many Asian people are out there? Name me 20, because, with all these dang players, you got like at least 20 people on each team that are black. So name me 20 just total that are Asian off the top of your head. From the Ravens, from the Packers, the Jets, the Giants, the Steelers. You can't even think of one. You probably get maybe 5. Okay, it just is what it is. So folks want to boycott the NIFL over the Black National Anthem when 70% of the favorite team consists of black players. And this is also what I said. Someone else put up here, says people tweeting. It says people tweeting boycott the NFL because the Black National Anthem was performed during the game last night are just proving they have not watched the NFL in years. Because if I'm not mistaken, didn't they do this last year too? The NFL will play Lift Every Voice and Sing before each game during week 1 of the 2020 season as an acknowledgement of systematic struggle for equality of black people in the U.S. It will be played before the Star Spangled Banner, which it was. During week 1 contest, the decision to play the song follows the period of the NFL discouraging players from highlighting race-related issues on game day. The song was played after a year of racial tumult that touched almost every corner of American society, including professional sports. One is saying, okay, everyone now be black for, an hour, a minute and a half. No one's saying that. Listen to it if you want to listen to it. Don't if you don't. Oh, you just don't like that black people are in sports, but the football is majority black people. That doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? So that's the thing. Y'all just listen to it. If you don't want to listen to it, just mute it. I don't get why we got to have all this back and forth for everything. You know, you're saying that, oh, we're all American, yet you don't treat everybody the same. And that's, I mean, that's pretty evident about that. You know, anytime someone has a black issue, then well, what about black on black violence? Okay, that's a huge point too, but we ain't talking about that. What we're talking about is this over here, and you keep trying to deflect by saying, well, what about this? 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 That's not what we're talking about right now. We're talking about, why is this such a big issue? You're saying because every American is treated the same. That's not true. That is not true. Okay. That's why you can have rich people got all the tax breaks. I mean, heck, they're paying like 8% in taxes, for crying out loud. This is what we're mad about, but we're not talking about the 8% of taxes that these millionaires and billionaires are paying. Meanwhile, you're paying like 30%, 25%, and you make way less than they do. Oh, but because skin tone, I guess class doesn't mean anything anymore. You know what I mean? Doesn't make any sense. Y'all, just watch the sport or don't. If you want to boycott it, don't watch it. It's exhausting, y'all, but let me know what y'all think. Did it bother? Did it ruffle your feathers? Were you up in arms? Were you up in arms? Let me know down below. Hello, hello, hello. I would greatly appreciate it if you can actually support my little small business called Latrice Limited. It is on latricelimited.com. So as you can see right here, I actually sell candles and a wide variety of other items as well. This is my big forehead, okay? But I actually want to show you just a couple of different items that I do sell. This is actually going to be a part of my soap collection that I have. As you can see, I have a variety of different soaps on here. I actually have 2 pages worth of soaps, and everything is handmade, okay, natural, clean ingredients as well. You can also see right here, these are my candles. All right, they're all handmade, everything vanilla, sweet roses, sage and vanilla and sweet roses are actually my favorite scents that I do have. I also have a few other items on here. I'm actually going to go and show you all the bath bombs that I do have. As you all can see, there's eucalyptus and sage, sweet pea harmony, and so many more. And then we're just going to finish off on the gift sets that I have. There's a variety of them, from like the big ones like this for $45, and then you have some of the smaller ones, and you have these itty bitty ones down here that includes essential oil blends. Definitely shop with your girl. Definitely help your girl out. I would greatly appreciate it. This is like my little baby over here, okay? I would greatly appreciate it, and enjoy.